Good morning everybody, it's Charlie and welcome back to another video on the Chatting Leeds YouTube channel. Hope everyone's having a great day so far at whatever time you are watching this video. This is just another transfer update, guys. There's been a bit of breaking news within the last sort of 24 hours or so from Fabrizio Romano, which I just thought I'd quickly jump on and give my thoughts on. But just before I do, please smash that like button as always. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel. So close to hitting 2k now, guys. Please do me a solid and hit that subscribe button and share all of your thoughts and opinions on this transfer news in the comment section down below. So then, let's just get straight to it. Fabrizio Romano shared yesterday. He gave two updates. There was one throughout the day and then there was one last night. But basically, Leeds United are apparently in talks with Juventus for the signing of Weston Mckennie. American international, can play in centre midfield or like as a centre attacking midfielder, shadow striker type player. Obviously, interesting, because it is another American international, a player that is really good friends with Tyler Adams and Brendan Aronson. Apparently he shares an agent with Brendan Aronson as well. Obviously, apparently there's a big price tag in between 30 and 40 million euros, and obviously his salary at Juventus as well. But according to Fabrizio, Leeds United are in talks with Juventus for the signing of Mckennie. But he did also say that Ounahi is also an option of Leeds United as well, after a bid was made a few weeks ago, apparently, in the region of about 20 to 25 million pounds. So it does feel like Leeds United can afford either one of these players. I just think it comes down to who wants the move more. Obviously, Juventus have had a 15-point deduction, haven't they, in Serie A? And obviously, I'm sure there'll be financial implications on the back of that, so they'll be looking to sell off some players, and Mckennie is one of them. Apparently, the fee is what it is because apparently there's been interest from Borussia Dortmund as well. But apparently, the player is keen on a move to the Premier League. It's a player that Orta has admired for quite a while. And if I'm honest, I think the positive to come out of this is that Leeds United have actually got another option. Because for me, I think Ounahi is the main option, if I'm being totally honest. Obviously, there's just under a week now left of the transfer window. So I think if certain dominoes start to fall with regards to Ounahi, I do think we'll end up getting him. I think he is the number one choice by just things that I'm seeing and hearing. But I think Weston Mckennie, if we can't get Ounahi, I think that would be a very good other option. Like you say, he's a good friend of Adams, a good friend of Brendan Aronson, shares the same agent as Brendan Aronson. Obviously, American international, someone that Marsh will be very familiar with. I think the Juventus style of play is not suited to how he plays, but I think our style is. I think if Leeds United can finally get this 4-3-3 formation correct, I do think that this is a very good option, obviously, because you could have Tyler and Mark Rocker just sitting in the pivot with either Ounahi or Weston Mckennie just slightly in front of them, operating as like a centre attacking mid. And me personally, like I saw someone tweet it earlier, the possible lineup that Leeds United could have and the substitutes. I'm not saying we'll be finishing in the top six, but I do think there's potential, based on recent performances, for us to pull away from this sort of bottom 5 or 6. Obviously, I have questioned the manager of late. Do I think he can turn it around long term? No. I think he can maybe save us again for another season, but long term I do want a different manager in. I do think if we lose to Nottingham Forest that he'll be out anyway, but that's another story. But I do think there's huge potential for this team, regardless of the manager, if we can bring in Ounahi or Weston Mckennie. But who do you want? Who would you rather have? Obviously, from what I've seen of both of them, I would rather have Ounahi, I'll be completely honest. But in the summer I said I would rather have Mo Kamara over Tyler Adams, and look what happened there. So these American players are not to be sniffed at. I think Weston McKennie had a decent World Cup from what I remember. Wasn't the standout. I think Adams and Musa were probably the better midfielders, but I do think Weston McKennie would be a great option. Obviously, he's played with Ronaldo at Juventus. He's played with some really top footballers at Juventus as well, and he'll have gained a lot from that. So it'd be good to bring that to Leeds United. I just found it. I'll be honest, I found it quite exciting when Fabrizio shared it, and then he came back with another update last night, advising obviously that talks are definitely ongoing at the minute between Leeds and Juventus. I never thought I'd be saying that in a sentence, but for Weston McKennie, and obviously Ounahi is still an option of Leeds United as well. I don't think we'll get Ounahi, I'll be completely honest. If someone asked me who I would prefer him, but I just don't think we will get him. I think he'll probably stay at Angers for the rest of the season and then go to Napoli in the summer probably. But if Ounahi's not an option, I would definitely take Weston McKennie, guys, 100%. So then, as I said, who would you prefer? Hit me up in the comment section down below with who you'd prefer out of Azzedine Ounahi and Weston McKennie. As I said, Leeds are apparently in talks with Juventus for McKennie. So at the minute, that one's looking like the more likely of the two. But who would you rather have? As I said, hit me up in the comment section down below. If you've enjoyed this video, please smash that like button. Please subscribe if you're new to the channel as well. And yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Cheers.